Now, some would say that a visit to Fit Show is an uplifting experience. I would not make a crass joke like that, but Alan from Uplifter might. Alan, thank you very much for joining us here on Fit Show TV. Just tell us a bit about Uplifter.
Okay, so Uplifter, a German company based in Naburg, Bavaria. We now manufacture our own range of equipment, much of it you can see on the stand here today, predominantly for the glazing industry. So if you need to put heavy glass into a structure...
Which is very popular, of course.
Popular, of course, at the moment. We are the people to speak to. Everything on the stand, apart from the red crane, is manufactured in-house on our production lines in Bavaria, ranging from the GW range of glazing robots. This is the largest one, known as the Beast, has a lifting capacity of 1,125 kilograms. Fully self-propelled, travels with load on the suction units. The range starts at the GW 425, 425 kgs capacity.
There in the corner there, yeah, got you.
The biggest seller currently is the GW 625, again, 625 kgs capacity. That machine gives you a lot more flexibility because you can remove the suction head off it, then we can put a fixed arm on it and have it as a pick and carry machine where you can travel with a load on the hook. You can also, as an option, have a set of forks on there, so it acts as a self-propelled fork truck. Or, if you want to glaze a tall structure, we call that a negative lift duty. Negative lift duty is what we normally do is we'll position a crane on the top of a multi-storey building or a skyscraper, as you'd know it. That machine we can do to 100 metres with a winch on. So from the roof of the structure to ground level, 100 metres with a suction unit, and we can glaze or clad the facade. So a very, very unique piece of kit.
That's ultimate flexibility there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm delighted to say that there's quite a number of these machines now available in the UK for rental and sale, if you want to speak to myself.
Yeah. And coming back to the Beast here, I think we may have talked to this last year, but it's got a different livery here. You've got Lift Mini Cranes Limited here. Just talk to me about the relationship there.
Okay, so Lift Mini Cranes, a company based in Leicester, owned by a gentleman called Darren Palfrey. I've had a working experience with Darren for around about 15, 18 years. This is on his rental fleet. It's available. You can have it to self-drive if you're trying to operate the machine, or you can be rented with an operator at additional cost. Massive lifting capacity, 1,125 kilograms, which, believe me, is a substantial piece of glass. Glass nowadays has gone from double glaze to triple glaze, so immediately you've added 50% of the weight of your load. So we have to build bigger equipment to cater for our customers' requirements, hence the 1125 Beast.
And even though it's on a hire fleet, looks like it's been very well looked after.
That's because I've cleaned it here at the show before it's been put on the stand, I can assure you. Okay.
Is that something that you also offer in terms of servicing and maintenance? It's just making sure that these machines, once they do go off the production line in Bavaria, like you say, that you can make sure they stay spick and span?
It's not just about selling a customer machine and then walking away. That's the start of the relationship. You know, you've got to offer service training, operator training, hire desk training, so that the guys taking the rental inquiries are fully conversant with what they're offering the customers so they can secure the order for the rental. So it's a long process and it's an ongoing process. Can I quickly talk to you about the latest product we have on the stand, guys? It's the red crane there.
Should we wander over to it? Let's. We got a minute or so to have a wander over here. So this is your red. I mean, they're all various shades of red. Let's face it, but this one's more redder than the others.
Okay, yeah. It's not produced by us. It's produced by a company called Henan SPT. They're a Chinese company. Mini cranes have been popular in the UK since about the year 2000, and originally there were two major players, which would have been Maeda and Unique. Uplifter, massive in mini crane market in the homelands of Germany. We were looking for an alternative manufacturer. Henan have come to the table with a very, very well built and well designed crane, a host of features as standard which would be optional extras on other manufacturers' cranes. Very, very well built, bulletproof, very workmanlike, good rental fleet crane. This is the entry level model, the 299, 3-ton capacity, 14.5 metres maximum lifting height with the optional hydraulic boom. Fully remote controlled, scan Rico, wayload and remote systems. Then we do a 499, 5-ton crane, 22 metres of lifting height, and then the massive one is the 1009, 10-ton. So new in the UK, waiting to sell the first units into the UK, but I honestly believe that when they will start creating a big stir in the marketplace.
And again, with the other machines that you have on your stand here, manufactured in Bavaria, that makes the servicing stuff for you very, very easily. But in terms of this, you don't see any additional challenges when it comes to making sure that this fleet is good to use going forward?
Now, SPT as a manufacturer want to penetrate the European market. So what they have to do is build it out of European components. So if we take the covers off that and look underneath, you've got Kubota engines, which are obviously Japanese. Then you've got Siemens electrical systems, Danfoss hydraulic systems, and a Swedish wayload system called Scanrico. So it's nothing under there that's going to scare you when you get the covers off. It's very, very easy crane to work and use.
Great to hear, Alan. Listen, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fit Show TV and showing us around your extensive fleet. All the best for the rest of this year's show.
Thanks for the time, guys.